see you thinking about a bar.
I was thinking about the drink. I was thinking, how'd you know that?
I could read your mind.
I literally was like, I could use a little sparkly right now.
Do you want the, are you good with the bar?
I'm good right now on the bar.
Which one will you want? The raspberry?
Whichever one.
You said raspberry, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
To go with my black raspberry.
Man, I'll do the blueberry. Blueberry. Jenny?
Yes.
You're a great pilot. Do you know that? Do you know that?
I don't know how to compare any of that stuff.
No one's asking you to compare.
I feel like
you're a great pilot.
You have to give me some positive.
Do you want to say an amen to my blessing?
Amen.
No, I didn't say the blessing yet. Do you want to give me an amen? I'm going to bless the food.
Oh, you are? Okay, go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakoil niyeh b'dvaroi.
Okay. Amen. I have heard that before.
Yeah?
Richard's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bless their food.
Yes, they do. They say all the stuff, I don't understand a word of it.
Just
try not to mess
do
up.
an amen.
I just have to sit in the corner.
The phone's just passing off your left now. Do you have an
Don't touch anything.
Traffic inside 6 runway golf. 6 runway golf, follow that traffic. Number 2, runway 26, clear for the option. Number 2, clear for the option, runway 26, 6 runway golf.
That's an interesting looking paint job. Not my fave.
So now we'll go do. What we'll do is we'll do some landings on an upsloped runway.
You know what? I will do the bar.
Or more specifically, on a downsloping runway.
Okay.
Have you been to Agua Dulce?
No.
Cool. It's right here behind us.
I know where it's at, but
right
I've
down.
never been there.
Yeah. So we'll go to Agua Dulce. It's L Lima 70. L70.
Not K, but just L70?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just do that wrong one.
Oh, these are good, the bar. L70. L70. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, these snacks are very important when you're flying and thinking. It just gives you that energy.
That was good.
Good. How many miles away is L70 from us?
It's 42.
Excellent. How come is it not showing us how long from now will we be there?
It's an all-aircraft information. Lulu's current camera airport.
He just said information something. So we'll just, do you understand?
We'll
check the in just a moment.
Cleared for the option.
Why does it not give us an ETE or an ETA?
Because we're not in the air, ground speed 0.
Excellent, right? There's nothing to calculate off of. How does the plane figure ETE? It's a function of ground speed and distance. While it has our distance, here, I'll put it, you want me to put it here?
There's a thing here too.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Yep. Got it.
While we do have the distance, we don't have the ground speed. So the plane, until you take off and start generating a ground speed, the plane's like, I know how far it is from me.
Right.
You're not moving, so I can't really figure out how long it'll take us to get there. That's why the ET only shows up in the air. Excellent, good. Agua Dulce is a non-towered.
Okay.
So what we'll do is the TPA there is 3,600 feet.
3,600
Yeah, it's a little bit up in the mountain, which is pretty cool. I'll walk you through it. The goal with landing there is I just want you to kind of see what energy management on a down-sloping runway looks like.
Okay.
Okay? And some illusions you might encounter. You might end up high and go, oh, I thought I was low, right? So we'll kind of look, it's literally down a hill. So that's kind of the idea.
Okay. I don't even have a...
Let's go all the way up. So we're flying eastbound. So what type of altitude could we be at on our cruise?
Eastbound 3,500? Oh, but we're going to have to go higher, right? 'Cause the
Correct.
mountain's
The
so 5,500.
TPA is 3655. Excellent.
5,500. 5,500.
Good. And it'll be a right downwind. I literally want you to take off, right crosswind, right downwind, and then keep flying until the needle comes in on you and just intercept that northeastbound.
And there's no weather there?
The weather there will click the CTAF 3 times and you could hear the weather.
I have never done that or heard of that in my entire life.
Yeah,
what?
Some frequencies, the weather is tied with the CTAF, so you could just click it.
What?
Yeah.
Where's that on here? That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, but the weather there is the same as here.
Okay, fine.
It's right
I
here.
believe you.
It's right here.
Believe you.
We're not flying to Seattle.
Got it.
Okay. All right. I'll walk you through a lot of it.
Okay.
I really just want to make sure that you kind of get the idea of that downsloping runway. And again, yet another unfamiliar airport, non-towered airport.
Never been there.
TPA 36, there's some mountains in the area, so you'll see what that looks like.
Oh, I can move this out of the way. And then we could put that there if it's easier. Sorry. It's like a commercial. It's like, well, we don't need this anymore. Right? All right.
Amazing.
Make sure props to half.
Good. Last thing before we get moving.
Yes.
I want you to tell me how many minutes out will you begin your 500 foot
So
per minute
55
descent?
to 35, that's 2,000. So 2,000, and it's 2 minutes per 1,000. That's 4 minutes. Is that right?
On behalf of all flight instructors in the United States of America,
That was due to the big bar right there.
we'd like to honor you
With a.
with
Was I
an
wrong?
award. Here's the award.
Okay. I just have my award. Ding, ding, ding. Gracias.
Will you accept?
I will wear it
Proudly.
proudly.
You're the queen of top of descents.
Queen of descents.
Amazing.
I can't believe I even, my brain is still aware of doing all this. Okay.
Good stuff. Really good.
That's interesting.
What?
No, it's just like real groovy. It's groovy. All right, so the
It's
fuel
groovy.
is going to be on the right.
Number 2 lines, that's short final runway 26, clear for the option.
All right,
Hey,
right
number 2,
downwind
3 November
departure.
Delta,
Yes.
clear for the option.
We did that already.
Yes.
This to go. This is there. Up. Over landing light to go. And we'll just give them a call.
Excellent. As far as the takeoff briefing is concerned, as previously briefed,
Okay.
nothing changes. If anything happens on the runway, we'll stop. If it happens after takeoff with runway
Limited.
remaining, nice. There it is.
Limited.
We'll land on the runway. Otherwise, everything stays the same.
Beautiful.
Here it's a lot easier because there's lots of open fields.
Of course.
So you're not going to hit as many things as you would in Torrance.
Okay.
Simple. Good stuff.
Oh,
Take-
and we wanted to just quickly grab the
departing
updated
runway 26. Notice to airmen use caution for a crane 1.3 nautical miles to the northeast at 140 feet. All aircraft read back hold tour instructions and runway assignments with your call sign. Advise initial contact if information Zulu. Camera airport information Zulu 0055 Zulu. Wind 2308, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 22.13, altimeter 2981. VOR GPS approach in use, landed and departing runway 26. Notice to airmen use caution for a crane 1.3 nautical miles to the northeast
Excellent.
at 140 feet. All aircraft read back hold tour instructions and runway assignments with your call sign. Advise initial contact if information Zulu.
Good. So you could do the same thing in Torrance, just taxi up behind them.
Camera Tower, Cessna 783 Bravo Golf, holding short of 26.
Number 783 Bravo Golf, Camera Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Oh, you can
Clear for takeoff 26, 3 Bravo Golf.
Beautiful.
Now, he just said that, and they already know I'm doing a right downwind, so I can say that as well. Or should I just remind him right downwind?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, right? Because part of what you always want to do, always as a pilot, is confirm that ATC is on the same page with you.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt, it helps you. So it can't hurt. Just say short of 26, looking for a right downwind departure. Or right downwind departure.
Camarillo Tower, Cirrus 5140, Romeo is holding short 26, right downwind departure.
Cirrus 5140, Romeo, Camarillo Tower, roger, standby.
Good.
All right. Oh, now it's turning that one. It's like it's
But
leaning.
maybe it's because we just turned. Let's see if it'll settle in a moment.
We
just
actually
made
gave us a lot more than we had before.
Yeah, let's see if
So
it
let's keep an
settles.
eye on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot. That's
It'd
a
be
very
cool.
big difference.
It'd be cool to have an airplane that produced fuel
Yeah.
Like
that'd be
solar
cool.
electricity, you never ran out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Number 6 Romeo Golf, I'll call your base for departure.
Oh, just make
You'll call our base 6 Romeo Golf.
Have you been to Agua Dulce?
No. I mean, I've been there like on foot.
Number 3 Bravo
Really?
Golf, right crossing
That's
approved.
where
Your
the Vasquez
discretion.
rocks are, I think.
Crossing,
And that's, isn't that where there's a really cool hiking? Like the rocks are like, you can go and hike.
Oh,
My
I don't
parents
know.
used to
Yeah.
take me there when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, the Vasquez rocks.
You've never flown there?
No.
Yeah. Great little airport.
Is it a short runway or?
Relatively.
Okay.
Yeah, here. How long is the runway?
Let's go back to Goose Airport.
L70.
There it is. 42, but it's higher up. About 4,000.
Not the shortest.
No. There you go.
Sirius 40 Romeo, Romeo 26, clear for takeoff. And how are you departing?
Clear for takeoff 26, right downwind departure, 40 Romeo.
Romeo 40 Romeo, thank you. Right down approved, your discretion.
That's why we reminded him, because he
there
forgot.
you go. Good learning.
Number 6 Romeo Golf, base turn, your discretion. Romeo 26,
Runway
clear for the
right,
office. Traffic
final
party
clear.
fires. Sirius taking numbers now.
Unlimited. Fine.
216 Romeo
Like,
You're
Golf.
on it,
just
Judge.
switch, forget it.
You're on it.
I feel like I'm not on it today, but I mean,
Turn and base, clear for the option.
Romeo
266 Romeo Golf. Number 783 Bravo Golf, 3
You're always on it because you showed up.
Change approved, 3 Golf.
fair enough. All right, 26. Full power, right rudder, and wind socks. Not doing much of anything. All right. So far, the green. Full power. And we'll keep the traffic in sight, I guess.
See him
he's
turning left?
Yeah, he's turning
Excellent.
left.
Good. Solid.
All right. 80, 90 knots. Flaps up. And climb on the VY, birds. Alright, 600 caps available, 700 for starter turn.
Excellent. Show me 101 on your speed all the way up to 5,500 feet.
Number
And
3 November
clear
Delta,
right.
number 2 following traffic, 1 mile final, Romeo 26, clear for the option.
Okay, number 2, 3 November Delta, clear for the option.
And then on the downwind, keep flying that way until that needle comes into you, and then I want you to intercept your course northeastbound.
Okay.
Timber Tower, Agwest.
Ag 5, Cameron Tower.
Good afternoon, just off Oxnard. I'm on flight of 2 en route for Hotel 12.
Ag 5 in flight, Camarillo Tower, roger. Proceed on station, and correction, proceed inbound, report on station. Camarillo altimeter 2981.
Ag 5, flight 2.
Camarillo Tower, November 701, Yankee Zulu.
Beautiful.
We are 10 miles.
Another habit I want you to start thinking about,
Like to transition
start
to
incorporating the heading bug into your VFR hand flying. It's just good to have it squared. Anytime you turn to a heading, right in on the airplane, then turn to it. Don't let the heading bug just kind of be
You
anywhere.
can continue inbound westbound transition is approved at or above 1,500.
It's just a professional move.
81.
Position approved 1, at or above 1,500.
If I wanted to, could I just switch off his frequency right now?
I guess if we're above his airspace, but you wouldn't, right? I mean, yeah, we could.
Excellent. Good. Yeah, we're out of his airspace. It goes up to 2,000. So anytime you're out of the Delta, you don't need to hear anything from anyone. You could just switch out.
Okay.
Excellent. Good. Especially if it's just a lot of noise.
Okay.
Good.
All right, so we'll turn in a minute.
Very nice work. Now we got an ETE that we took off and we generated a ground speed. How many minutes from now is the computer saying we'll be there?
22 minutes?
Good. Now is that accurate, you
No,
think?
because we're at a high angle of attack. We're slow.
Good. Not angle of attack.
No, I meant that.
We're
yeah,
slow. Slow ground speed. Excellent. Once you level off, ground speed comes up, the ETE goes, oh, my bad, I take it back. It constantly is calculating with your current, look at that. There's the ground speed.
Got it.
It constantly calculates with the ground speed and the distance. Right now we're 114, we'll be about 150, 160 at cruise. Especially with the tailwind. Solid work. Jenny? Solid.
Solid as rock.
Solid work.
All right, so get on there.
Beautiful, look at that needle. Look at that needle.
All right, so.
And then you question your
200.
abilities as a pilot. I don't, and then
Your
you question your abilities as a pilot. I don't get that.
All right, so our cylinder heads are all good so far.
Here's another habit I'll throw at you. Again, I'm throwing at you all the habits on the planet, and as
Okay.
time goes on, you'll pick them up.
Beautiful.
When you're 1,000 feet away from your cruise altitude,
Lower the nose.
just say 1,000 to go.
1,000 to go.
It's yet another layer of
Okay.
situational awareness.
Okay.
When you get to 500, 500 to go.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
If that becomes a habit at some point,
500 to go.
exactly, at some point you no longer will think about it, you'll just do it.
Okay.
And the chances of blowing through your altitudes
Right.
will decrease dramatically.
Okay.
Excellent.
So 300 to go? Oh. 300 to go?
Oh. How do you say Jenny in Spanish? Jenecita?
I don't know.
Jenecita.
And then we land on our number, sort of.
There you go.
Airspeed's coming
There you go.
up.
Perfect.
And then we're going to power back, I guess, to about 40.
Beautiful.
And recalculate. Check our imbalance.
You don't have to go that down. You remember how we said our default descent rate is what?
500 feet per minute.
Excellent. What's your default cruise power? The answer is 65% power.
5% power.
That's your default.
Right.
Like we said with the descent, could we deviate from our default?
Yeah.
Sure. If you want to fly fast, you go more. If you want to fly slow, you go less.
Okay.
Right, 65 is your
So I'm
default.
going to switch and then do cruise checklist.
Excellent.
Boost here.
Turn that off.
500, boost off.
Beautiful.
Make sure
And then lead her out.
X is good. 5500. Try not to climb. We're still speeding up. And then landing lights off.
Perfect. Now, since we're talking about habits, another thing, I don't know what's in my mouth. Got it. Another thing, since we're talking about habits, another thing I want you to get into the habit of is once you've done your cruise checklist, especially on shorter flights, glance here and get an accurate final idea of how many minutes you're going to arrive at your destination.
Okay, so it
'Cause
says
now that's
12,
accurate.
and that's important because we are faster.
Correct. How many miles and how many minutes?
Would
Because
it
now,
safe to say this to 35 now? Or?
correct. You could do that.
Okay.
Typically you would do that when you begin your descent, but you
Right.
could do it now. We're going to begin our descent. When did we say we're beginning our descent?
4 minutes.
Excellent. So now just by looking at this, did it increase or decrease your situational awareness of the flight?
Oh, of course, increase.
Excellent. Your job,
I've never seen these things before.
good. Your job as a pilot is to find any way possible to increase your SA, your situational awareness. SA. Situational awareness. The more you do that, the better you'll feel when you fly an airplane.
Okay.
Because you become aware.
Yeah.
I'm 10 minutes out. I'm beginning my descent 6 minutes from now. 500 feet a minute. I'm coming in on a 45 midfield right downwind runway 22.
Okay.
TPA is 3,600 feet. In the pattern, I'll be 100 knots. I could visualize. I could start thinking ahead. I could see myself there. The more I do that, the more fun this becomes.
Okay.
Make sense? Excellent. Excellent.
So 10.
Now, what's the frequency for L70? Is it 22.8?
It is.
Cool. So you hear
22.8.
someone on the radio is at Flaybob Airport.
Right. Flaybob is
It's
way
right
over
by
there.
Ontario. Yeah. So, just like we talked about before, all these different airports, many of them use the same frequency. So it's very important to include the airport you're at when you're making your calls.
Aqua Dulce, yeah.
Acqua dolce.
Aqua Dolce?
Acqua dolce.
Yeah, this is venturing out for sure.
Yeah. I want you to let go of the yoke for a second. Look how perfectly trimmed the airplane is.
I feel like there's not much wind going on anyway, but see, it's not. It's kind of
Jenny,
creeping.
when I compliment you, stop downplaying
Do I say
your
it?
skills.
Traffic.
Say amen.
Traffic.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Let's
Is that
look.
9 plus?
Yeah, that's 9.
There
I'll
he
do
is.
it.
Traffic.
Yep.
Got him.
Acknowledge it, clear it,
Excellent.
exit.
There he is.
Excellent. You see how we do it?
Yeah.
Traffic pops up, we get a visual, acknowledge it, clear it, exit the traffic.
Okay.
Beautiful. Jenny, beautifully trimmed airplane.
Okay.
Many people,
Hard to get sometimes.
yes, many people, especially in this plane, struggle with that.
Yeah.
So I want you to appreciate,
Okay.
wow, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, it's weird because it's even the sides, the aileron, it's like just a little bit and it wants
Right,
to.
right. And look at
sensitive.
you. But this is how you want to hand fly a plane. You literally just want to kind of put your hand next to it and just kind of guide it minimally.
Right.
Your hand should never hurt.
No,
That's how you want to
used
fly a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, many
So-
people's hands hurt when they fly this plane.
The first time I flew a Cirrus out of Torrance, by the time I was turning downwind,
Your
I
hand
said,
was,
I can't even touch it anymore. It was so,
yep. If your hand hurts while flying any plane,
right.
you're not trimming it properly. It's just the feedback. It's the trim feedback. Speaking of habits, another great habit when you fly to any airport under VFR, especially as you approach the airport, is eyes out the window and try as soon as you can to locate the airport. Because over the past few times when we're flying places, I keep asking you, hey, let me know when you have the airport in sight. Guess what happens to your situational awareness once you get the airport in sight? It goes way up,
Yeah.
right? You can gauge, are you high, low, right? You know exactly where it's at. So another thing to do, just habitually, when you're flying towards an airport, start looking out and try to figure out until you get the airport.
Okay.
So similar to traffic, when we get a traffic alert, we look out, we locate it. When you approach a destination, you look out, you locate it.
Okay.
Make sense?
I mean, I've never been here, so I'm looking. I don't know
But-
what I'm looking
but-
for, but I'm looking.
But see if you could see a
Okay.
runway or an airport, right? Or something that resembles the place you're going to, even if you haven't been there. It gets you ahead of the airplane. It gets you looking. Excellent.
Okay. I'm looking.
What?
I'm looking. What the heck is it?
No, I'm just saying, in general, just kind of keep that in mind. You don't want to be, many
Yes,
people will hang out
runway.
here.
What's the runway? Do we know? Or give me a hint of the direction, I guess.
So you do want to hold the airplane while you do stuff like that?
2-2.
Perfect, good.
2-2. So if it's 2-2,
So just go to the map. Zoom out. Go to our, yeah. So you see from where we're coming from, how will the runway appear to us out our window from the direction we're coming from?
oh man, it's kind of like tiny little thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's coming right at us, pretty much, right?
Will we be on like a final or?
No, we'll be on like, I'm assuming you're landing 2-2, so we're going to be on a downwind, right?
Like a 45 to a
45.
downwind, right? So now you get an idea of how it should appear out our window when we look for it. Make sense? Good. When did we say we'll begin our descent?
4 minutes.
Cool.
And I'll start powering back a little bit, I guess.
Cool. Whatever you want. Yeah.
Just to get a little slower.
Yeah. I'm just keeping your brain in the loop.
Let's see.
Traffic Cessna 84 is
Yeah, like I have no idea if it's...
8 miles north of French Valley, so you're going to 45 on French Valley.
And I guess it'll appear at some point.
Yeah, hold your altitude. I want you to actually start putting that to work, that whole descent calculation thing, and just see how it serves you. Okay, hold 55. And we'll descend when we said we'll begin descending. And then once we see the airport, if we're high, we'll descend a little steeper. If we're too low, we'll shallow our descent.
It doesn't really say traffic.
French Valley traffic, 737 on about a 4 mile 45, 18 full back.
Right, traffic for 22. So we're going to come in like this.
65 Golf is the beam midfield. Will be departing from Dallas.
We'll come in
Yep.
like this, right downwind, right base, final. Easy?
Yep.
Cool. Now, it sounds like someone is talking. They might be there, they might be at a different airport. Let's hear what they're saying. And let me see the clicking. So let me click it 3 times. Let's see if I click it twice. Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, we said 4 minutes, not
4
5.
minutes, yep. So in a minute, we'll begin our 500 foot per minute descent. And we're looking to see if we can see the runway. If you can't, it's all good. We'll see it eventually.
Eventually, I imagine.
Yep. How many miles are we right now away from it?
10.
To the east, south, northwest?
10 to the west.
Yeah, call it west.
4,500, about to be over Lincoln, sitting at 45, 18 French Valley.
French Valley, so that's not here. So we're 10 miles to the west, right? And what are we planning to do? To enter on the 45 and join right down in 22, right?
So I'm going to power back and pitch down.
Just a little bit, yeah. And whenever you're ready,
Okay.
you could make your first call.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo. 10 miles to the west, we're going to enter left. We're going to enter on the 45 for right traffic for landing Aqua Dulce.
Right.
For
Apple
22.
Valley traffic, Cessna 477.
That's Apple Valley.
Apple Valley.
So you see we're going steeper than 500?
Yeah. So level
So
out.
yeah, you could add some power to. I'm trying to just show you how that 500 feet per minute, and I know you feel like, oh, we're high and stuff, but I just want to have you stick with our plan until you get a visual on the airport to where you could gauge your height. Because right now, if you don't see the airport,
Like, I think that could be the airfield right there,
Okay.
but like sticking out of the mountain or whatever.
sure. So let's keep on our plan until we have a confirmed airport out the window,
Okay.
and then we could adjust our descent to match the plan.
Got it.
Otherwise, we're just blindly descending into the
Right.
mountains.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Excellent.
Gas gauges, and then boost needs to come on, right?
You could
leave
do
it
it
on.
on for landing a beamer touchdown
Okay.
point.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'll add power because it's like a
Yeah.
high angle, and then it's like I can't
Add
see.
power. At some point, you'll be able to say, yep, confirmed, I'm looking at the airport.
What the hell is this thing?
The what?
Oh, there it is. I got it.
Good.
Oh! That's not easy.
Good.
I'm good now.
Good. So now we can accurately gauge, are we too high,
no,
too low?
We're low.
We're pretty good,
We're okay.
right?
Sure.
You want to join the pattern at TPA, so we have
Right.
1,000 feet to lose. So we're perfect.
Good, okay.
That's why you want to stay on
Fair
your
enough.
plan until you get a visual on the airport.
Got it.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's funny. Like, where is it? I was like thinking it was like this little dirt over here.
Yep, exactly. Otherwise, you're just blindly descending into terrain.
Got it.
You don't want to do that.
No.
Good. Solid.
All right.
Apple Valley traffic, Cessna 477 is final, 18, touch and go Apple Valley.
You could make another call when you're ready and say you're on a 45 to a right downwind, 22, Agua Dulce, and keep descending.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo is on the 45, entering a right downwind, landing 22 Aqua Dulce.
Perfect. And what speed do we want to join the pattern
100,
at?
100.
Good, so let's bring that power way back.
Lean back.
Nice work. And not too steep on the descent, just like
Okay.
this. This is great. Good. There it is.
There it is.
Beautiful. And then we'll be landing downhill.
Yep.
Good. Solid work. And it'll be a full stop, and at the end, you'll make a right turn off the runway. You're good.
All right.
And hold 36. Nothing less than 36 until you're a beam your touchdown point. And you can make a call whenever you join downwind and tell them you're right downwind 22. I would parallel the runway now. Excellent.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo is on right downwind, landing 22 Aqua Dulce.
100. Put this back.
Beautiful.
Not before.
Now the reason we came here is because this whole thing sits on a crooked mountain.
Yeah, this is
You'll see
wild.
how weird it is visually on you. On the one hand, we want to
Can't even
maintain
see,
altitude.
yeah.
On the other hand, we're landing downhill.
Right.
So just pay attention to how it's all weird.
Oh, there it is. That's weird. All right, gas mix, boost coming on.
Excellent.
Mixture's gone. Bitch. Leave the numbers power back.
Good. I'll give you a hint. Staying ahead of the airplane on this will be your friend. So getting your
Okay,
flaps in early
early.
and then slowing down. Perfect. Excellent.
Let's keep this undercarriage mixture.
Good.
Okay. And should we start?
Yeah, we could start turning right base.
Right base.
Let's make a call.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo, right base, landing 22 Aqua Dulce.
Beautiful. See how low you seem here?
Yeah.
But you're perfect with the runway?
Okay.
You get that?
Yep.
That's these illusions that they'll
This is
throw
a
you in.
huge illusion.
Straighten out, roll wings level, flaps 100, slow way down. I'll show you how you don't end up high, even though you could easily end up high. Because what you're doing is trying to stay away from that,
Finals clear.
but look how high you are with the runway.
Got it.
Let's make a short final call.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo, short final, landing 22 Aqua Dulce.
500.
Good, beautiful. Keep it coming down. Power all the way out. Keep coming down. It's weird. We're going downhill.
It's weird.
Keep coming
It's all
down.
weird.
I'll
So
tell you
weird.
when to reintroduce the power.
This airport should not exist.
Keep coming down with gravity. We're using gravity. This is how you don't end up high. Excellent. Now reintroduce power. Good, not too low. Avoid that tree. Good, power all the way out. Point towards the pavement. Excellent. And just bleed. That's it. Bleed right over the runway. You got it. Bleed.
Okay. And we're braking going downhill.
Take your time. Don't fry your brakes. Jenny, that was a mastery.
You walked me through it.
Mastery.
Look at this cute little windsock. It's like pudgy.
Yes. There's an exit over there. Jenny, that was incredible.
Oh, it's serious here too. Oh, that's one of those Tetros songs.
Yes.
Tetros
Yeah.
songs.
Tetrahantas, whatever you call
Yeah,
them.
those things that you read about.
Jenny, that was so amazing.
Yeah, you walked me through it for sure.
You executed.
It's good.
Clear right.
Clear left.
Aqua Dulce traffic, Cirrus 5140 Romeo is off the active Aqua Dulce.
You see how easy it is to end up high with
That
too
was
much power?
Wild.
Isn't that weird?
Everybody's like, those hills, why would anybody live there? What are they, out of their mind? That's crazy.
If you don't control your pitch and power,
Yeah.
you end up high with way too much power. Especially when this illusion.
I mean, that hill, what are they thinking?
That's why this is good training here, right?
That's crazy.
Because it's non-conventional. It's different. Another thing you did, which served us tremendously well, is what did you do, or what did I tell you to do the moment all obstacles were cleared?
Dive down.
Point to the
Point to
pavement
the-
and bleed.
yeah. Point to the pavement, bleed.
That's it.
That was key.
Key. Point to the pavement and bleed.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have just held it off and kept down, and it would have been a lot longer.
Yep. Point to the pavement and bleed. Jenny, I'm so proud of you.
That's good. A little bit of a ghost town here.
Yes.
Hello. Got the sheriff in town.
This is Sheriff. Really, really nice, Jenny. What else stood out to you? Just having this terrain the way it is.
The terrain, and as you're descending, it's increasing the terrain.
Correct.
The bowl.
You're like
that
descending
seems,
into it.
It seems backwards, but you're right. When I turn back to look, you can see that if you got rid of everything, that
You're perfect with the airport.
right,
In fact, we were high with the airport,
right.
right? So we had to cut the power and keep coming down. That's why it's such great training, right? Because you could do a pattern at Torrance all day long,
Right.
and then you come here and it's like, oh. So really good stuff. You handle it very well. Here, just with the low wing, let's go a little off to the right here, just to keep your wing away from
Yep.
the terrain. There you go. Just good practice. And then again, you'll have terrain up there. You see
Okay,
that?
got it.
So just keep, you're good now in the center, but then just keep it a little bit to the right.
Okay.
Jenny, that was so amazing. I could like yell right now, but I won't. It was like incredible.
I
Really.
feel like it was also like, it didn't seem like there was a bunch of wind or anything. I can't imagine if it was really kicking out here, like
Jenny,
you come down in this bowl.
Jenny, there's a pattern that keeps emerging. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
Every time your skills are complimented, you know what you say? Oh, I think there was no wind. That's your go-to response. So from now on, when your skills are complimented, I want you to say, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you is excellent. Thank you.
Very, very nice work. You did that. That was a beautiful landing, not to mention the landing, Jenny. That was, I think, one of your nicest landings since we started
Good
flying.
landing.
Really, really nice. Amazing.